Turn around when it is safe to do so. Take the first exit. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right. Turn right. Turn right. Turn right. Turn right. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. arrived at your destination.
Very nice, am I right? Hans has got a consultancy out here testing cars. He's a brilliant engineer, but not much of a driver, so he's looking for a business partner. Want to join the insurance business? Welcome to the insurance business, eh? You're going to love this.
So, you are the one Joel has sent to help me, yes? My name is Hans Liebold. For 30 years, I designed and built performance vehicles in Germany, but I have come to the festival to pursue a more exciting vocation, insurance. That was a joke. I'm trying to put you at your ease. It seems I have failed. No matter. Let us begin. Now, the claimant in our first case poses an interesting question around acceleration and downforce. Now, if you would kindly take this Volkswagen Type 2 and attempt to make it take off. I assure you this is theoretically possible, given sufficient speed. I have set your navigation. It appears I have forgotten to close the roads to traffic. But we must reproduce conditions as closely as possible, yes? And so the claim is disproved. The Volkswagen Type 2 cannot fly. But to be truthful, I'm not surprised by the results of this experiment. But you will learn I'm nothing if not thorough. I assure you this is theoretically possible, given sufficient speed. I have set your navigation. It appears I have forgotten to close the roads to traffic. But we must reproduce conditions as closely as possible, yes? And so the claim is disproved. The Volkswagen Type 2 cannot fly. But to be truthful, I'm not surprised by the results of this experiment. But you will learn I'm nothing if not thorough.
arrived at your destination.
Hello! I'm pleased to see you again. Not merely for professional purposes, but also because of our developing social connection. Now, this is a BMW Isetta. For its size, it is deceptively powerful and also highly maneuverable, though I think perhaps not so maneuverable for the claimant who delivered theirs into the back of a furniture truck. So, if you would please test the Isetta's ability to navigate traffic whilst... avoiding collisions. For the experiment and for your own safety, of course. And so the claim is disproved. With sufficient driver applications, the BMW Isetta may navigate even dense traffic. I will inform the claimant that they must simply try harder. Our next case involves an outlandish claim and a vehicle with something of a reputation here in Britain, which I believe to be undeserved. You know this, the Reliant Supervan. With some small stability enhancements, this design, in my opinion, is quite sound. You will proceed, please, to Bamborough Castle, where we will attempt a small and highly scientific jump.
400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Ah, you see? My enhancements greatly improve stability with no detriment to the look of the car. If anything, a small improvement, I think.
In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Good. Now, to recreate the conditions of the accident, which resulted in a claim for damages to a church roof. You see, the fiberglass construction makes the Reliant Supervan light enough to become airborne. It lacks, I think, in aerodynamics and engine power. For this next test, I have compensated, perhaps overcompensated. We shall see. It occurs to me that I have added no additional safety features, but at least you will be landing on sand. It worked. I mean, of course it worked. And so we see that it is entirely possible to deposit a Reliant superfan in the belfry of a country church. I will contact the claimant and pass on the good news. Well, the results anyway. It occurs to me that I have added no additional safety features, but at least you will be landing on sand. I mean, of course it worked. And so we see that it is entirely possible to deposit a Reliant superfan in the belfry of a country church. I will contact the claimant and pass on the good news. Well, the results anyway. Do you know that in my spare time I am an avid watcher of films? Oh yes. One of my favorite films sees young people having personal revelations whilst racing classic cars. See if you can tell what it is. Now, one of my claimants has apparently tried to recreate scenes of the film, which features a Morris Minor similar to this one, with limited success. We will require city conditions and traffic lights. So, Edinburgh, if you please.
In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Edinburgh is not so much like the California of the film, but perhaps we can use our imaginations. Well done. You have achieved the optimal result for the first part of our test, which is, I'm not so sure. This is a uniquely American word, but cruising, I think, yes? Now we must test the drag race performance of the Morris Minor with a few small engine modifications of my own. This is not strictly reproducing conditions of the film, but nor is the speed trap we are borrowing from the Horizon Festival. Now, straight line speed is our object. If it helps, you may imagine you are racing against an impossibly handsome actor. Excellent. I will advise the claimants that they may be confident lining up against an Austin Healey sprite, as in the film. Once the Morris Minor returns from the crash repairer, of course. I must confess, I was confused by our next case involving a racing truck. I was not aware of such a term. I had to consult with Horizon to find a suitable test vehicle. Though I was not disappointed with the result. Perhaps before we begin testing, you would like a chance to, how do you say, get a feel for this machine?
In 100 meters, turn right. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 400 meters, turn left. In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Very good. Unlike our claimant, you have passed the first test. The vehicle is not upside down. Our claimant insists that these so-called high-performance heavy vehicles are simply too fast to manage variable terrain. We will attempt not only to prove otherwise, but to demonstrate they are much faster when kept firmly on the road. You may feel an urge to go off-road, despite my carefully plotted route. You will please resist this urge. Much improved acceleration over flat ground. Enhanced traction through tight corners, yes. Also, I must congratulate you on your restraint. Downhill roads provide increased downforce as well as speed. Interesting. You see, we may dispute the claim that the racing truck cannot be controlled. Indeed, if yours was refrigerated, you could quite easily deliver milk or eggs or other perishable goods. My friend, did you know that video footage of our investigations is highly sought after around the festival? I was not aware so many young people were considering insurance as a career. In any case, we have a new claim and a new test vehicle, perfect for scouting our new test location. Please enjoy the scenery as well as the performance.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 meters, turn sharp left. In 200 meters, turn sharp right. Turn sharp right. In 100 meters, turn sharp left. Meters, turn left. Calculating route. In 400 meters, turn right.
Notice the improved acceleration as we pass the dam. a little of my handiwork. The acceleration, not the dam.
In 100 meters, turn left. In 400 meters, turn right.
The vehicle is performing well, yes? Good. You should be approaching the quarry now. So, what do you think? A suitable location for a machine as rugged as this, yes? Now, allow me to explain. Our claimant has explored this very quarry in a Willys MB, similar to ours, though they have expressed dissatisfaction with their performance upgrades. Through a combination of my work and your skill, we will now set about, very politely, proving them wrong. May I suggest a more aggressive approach to navigation? You see the sat-nav? Please ignore this.
In 400 meters, turn left.
I will make it known to the client that the Willys MB is more than adequate to their purposes of vertical movement and visceral excitement. Hello, good day. How are you? Now that we have enjoyed the small talk, we may proceed to the next case, involving an acceleration test in normal traffic conditions. Now, this is a 1966 Volkswagen Beetle, into which I have placed a 2.5-liter F4 turbo engine. Partly to replicate the conditions of the claim, but also because I would very much like to see what happens. You say, put the foot down. So, another case closed. Though I must say, I like this claimant. All those years working in Germany, never once did I think to do this to a Volkswagen. Our next claimant extensively modified a 1955 Chevy 150 utility sedan, with a view to turning it into a rally car. This is not so far beyond the realms of possibility. The vehicle is heavy, yes, but with all-wheel drive and rally-tuned springs and dampers, it could be done. The claimant's attempt resulted, of course, in complete failure, but I am confident that ours will not.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 meters, turn sharp left. Turn right. In 200 meters, turn sharp right. Turn sharp right. In 200 meters, turn sharp left. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 meters, turn left. At the roundabout, take the second exit. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
All in all, a highly adequate rally car. And we should not discount the psychological effect upon the competition of being overtaken by a collector's item. Greetings once again. So, we have our modified Chevy 150. Now we must test the claim that it will make a competitive rally car. I am confident in the vehicle's performance, and I have observed enough of your experimental driving technique to be confident in you also. Now, you will need a co-driver, of course. This will be me. Steady incline, four-wheel drive, hold the rear end tight. That did not sound as it should. You see how those wide tires and reduced weight handle the corners? The claimant failed to grasp this. Rough ground. Trust the improved suspension. Hard left now. Stay on the road. Now, on the decline. Suspension, braking, and steady nerves. Such power in the big Chevrolet engine. This the claimant grasped a little too well, I think. Yeah, most satisfactory. Yourself and the car. The claimant will be pleased to know we have succeeded where they catastrophically failed. Or perhaps they will not. Have you noticed an upward trend in peculiar insurance cases since we began our work? I have noticed this. Is it possible we are, how would you say, a bad influence? And here is one such case. The claimant wishes to establish the absolute maximum capabilities and tolerances of the Myers-Manx Dune buggy. Well, if test the Dune buggy we must, then test the Dune buggy we will. This will make a prime testing location. I think also away from prying eyes. I knew insurance would be difficult. I did not know it would be so popular. Now, the Manx here has been outfitted with the latest accelerometers, lateral G-force meters, and impact sensors. I will be using the data to build a detailed telemetric profile. All I require from you is that you drive like you have no concern for your own safety. Please accept as a token of my esteem that I think this will not be so difficult a task for you. We have successfully established the tolerances of the Myers-Manx. To what end, I'm not sure. We have received no claims of damage to dune buggies, except perhaps our own. I'm afraid this case represents our last together as colleagues and work-related social companions. For the moment. As long as there is insurance, my friends, there will be bizarre insurance claims. For example, This claimant placed a 2.6-liter rotary engine inside a production Mazda Miata MX-5. As you are aware, this type of engine is more common in high-performance propeller-driven aircraft. If you would please take it and ascertain just how badly this can go wrong. The first phase of testing will be along standard country roads with mild undulations next to the coast. So, the data is adequate but incomplete. Please do not concern yourself with the howling noise. This is quite normal. Endeavor to gather more information, please. Now for the urban testing phase. You will please take into account traffic and various asphalt conditions. Please avoid collisions with urban vehicles. Well done. But I feel we would gain further illumination with further acceleration. Do you not think so? Excellent. Now we begin the highway testing phase. Please exceed 200 miles an hour along this section for optimum data gathering. Interesting. My calculations suggest a performance of this kind should result in total spontaneous engine disassembly. And yet, here you are. Well, I must say, whether the claim was proved or disproved, it was a great deal of fun, and I have you to thank. I know you are busy at the festival. I'm sure I will see more of you. But if you should ever leave, I hope you will consider a career in insurance.
Hans might not show it, but he's grateful. Really. He loves setting up test conditions, but he hates driving.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right. At the roundabout, take the first exit. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Good news. Drift Club membership is climbing steadily thanks to you. As soon as I get the membership cards and name badges ready, you'll be the first to know. I'd like us to be known as an inclusive club. You don't need a Japanese performance machine to throw around. An American performance machine will do very nicely too. This route is quite lengthy, so you'll need a good bit of forward as well as sideways.
In 400 meters, turn sharp right. Turn sharp right.
Force equals mass times acceleration minus friction. Drifting is all mathematics, you see. I do like mathematics. Though, you might say it's as easy as braking on the way into the turn to make the back lively. This shifts weight onto the front of the car, increasing grip and reducing weight on the rear wheels. That's what I like to see. Now, I would like to see more, please. Very nice. Very nice. I like the back end work particularly.
In 400 meters, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 200 meters, turn sharp right. Turn sharp right. In 400 meters, turn left.
You see? You see? Forget all my explanations of drifting. Just watch this. You make it look really easy. Liven up the rear, apply a bit of acceleration, then steer, and Robert is your father's brother. There's a nice spot on the way up to Edinburgh the Drift Club's been eyeing up. I think you've earned the right to have first crack and show off a little, what you reckon? I've thrown on new high-grip front tyres, tuned the throttle response in the computer and lowered it on firm springs. Well, if you get to show off, and so do I. I've put in a route down to the old rail yard. I think you'll see what I'm getting at. I suspect that machine is capable of more. And so are you. And up here, just a cheeky little detour down the side. Well, off you go, eh? No rush, do Drift Club proud. Outstanding. Now let's really shred those tyres. Oh, bad luck. You did seem to be having rather a lot of fun, though. There's a nice spot on the way up to Edinburgh the Drift Club's been eyeing up. I think you've earned the right to have first crack and show off a little, what you reckon? I've thrown on new high-grip front tyres, tuned the throttle response in the computer and lowered it on firm springs. Well, if you get to show off, and so do I. I've put in a route down to the old rail yard. I think you'll see what I'm getting at. Not bad. But do I need to explain again about power to weight ratios? And up here, just a cheeky little detour down the side. Well, off you go, eh? No rush, do Drift Club proud. Well, you certainly can't do that with engineering alone. Would it be more of a challenge if I made you wear washing up gloves? I'm really chuffed Joel persuaded you to front up our little band. I think it's just the thing we needed. If we really want to be taken seriously, we need a bit of a personality to lead the way. A nice one. Anyway, no more said about that.
Roundabout, take the first exit. Meters, turn sharp right. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 meters, turn sharp right. Arrived at your destination.
Hello again. Now, remember I told you about this whole special instructions palaver? Well, we've got a special set of instructions on this next one. Listen to this. Keep well ventilated, handle with extreme care, and don't worry if it quacks a bit. I'm gonna check our live animal policy. You just watch how you go.
Hello? Yeah, it's Billy from Express Delivery. So this package of yours? Oh yeah, we'll take best care of it, but there's not actual ducks in there, is there? Where'd you get a box of ducks from?
In 100 meters, turn left. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 400 meters, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left.
Right, so apparently they're very rare and expensive Uzbekistani ducks on their way to an ornamental pond. But they get cranky easily, so don't bump them around. Almost there. Easy little duckies, just take it easy now. Another satisfied express delivery customer. They're happy, you're happy, and me? I'm as happy as a duck in water, mate. What else would I be?
Ever heard of surstrumming? It's a funny kind of Swedish fish. And my Swedish mate Niels can't get enough of the stuff. So you're gonna deliver him some. Not so much of a rush this time because it's already fermented, but you might want to take care not to hit anything. And if you do, you might want to try breathing through your mouth.
Niels is... Address is in the sat-nav. Now off you go.
In 100 meters, turn right. In 100 meters, turn left.
Blimey! Nah, I mean, you stuffed up the delivery, but that was a handy bit of driving all the same.
Safe to do so. In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 100 meters, turn right. meters, turn left. Turn left. In 100 meters, turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Remember I said I'd get Ferrari in? I thought you could duck out for a drive in the country, you know, see how fast it goes. And it's a 2014 FXXK, so probably pretty fast. Light it up! This thing accelerates like you won't believe.
Turn right. Calculating route. In 200 meters, turn right.
There it is. Knew you could do it. Now relax, breathe, and call me when you're ready for the next client. This next client of mine is Danish. Apparently they heard about our adventure with the Swedish Koenigsegg, and the Danes don't like to be out down on the road any more than they do on the football pitch. So, here's your next ride. You know how it works. Take the keys and go and have some fun. Head south, out of the city. I've programmed your sat nav. Zenvo or Koenigsegg? Denmark or Sweden? Nah, don't tell me. And don't tell the client, whatever you do. Call me soon for the next one, yeah?